going
Dan's
to
like,
heck.
this guy's a loser. He cares about his family.
No. No.
Dork. Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cullen, and I will be your resident today. I just cussed within the first 5 minutes. And we're, this is the Highly Visible podcast, and we're going to be bringing you the best advice that has ever been given to anyone ever. And that's not actually true because you did not send us in any messages at all. There was no advice. You did not ask for any, which is probably a solid move on your part. I won't lie. But I did find some people that needed advice on Reddit, so we're going to answer their questions for them. But before we get there, I should probably introduce the two other Dr. Phils on this podcast, Dan
Yeah, sir.
and Caden.
Hello.
Hi,
Wow.
Fran.
And do either of you have a degree in any sort of psychology?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't think you're going to need it, but I'm good. It's good to know that I'm, among the well-educated for once.
I am a clinical psychologist.
Well, shit, brother. I'm a trailer park psychologist. Let's do this.
That's the mix. That's the mix you're shooting for. You don't want to be too prestigious. You need to be brought down by Dan. Crap. There was something I was going to talk about before. Oh, 3 weeks into the weight loss challenge. How's it going? You guys want to update the people?
Go ahead, Cade.
I was rolling strong, and Caitlin and I kind of splurged a little bit this weekend, but I'm back on track, so it's okay.
All right. For
Daniel?
those of our lovely listeners that don't know, me and Cullen have made a side bet.
No, we have not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
did.
have.
No,
I
we
was
didn't.
witness to it.
Yep,
No,
Caden and
you
God
were
are
not.
witness. And here's the thing,
No,
I
that's
haven't
not true.
tried. I'm eating a little better, but I'm going to give him a week's head start, and I'm still going to smoke him. So,
Well, we're
that's
on
where
week
we're at.
3, so I think you're giving me more than that.
Well, no, since our deal has taken place.
We didn't make a deal. That's the thing is you never agreed
Coward.
because Dan is a coward, and we're not going to go any more specific than that, but Dan is a coward. And all of you should know it.
Listen, if I'll take the podcast getting, 500 downloads as a sign from our listeners and God that everyone wants to see me in a Speedo. And we'll make something happen.
I don't think
500
anyone
downloads.
wants to see it, but we will
Highly
be
fans.
embarrassed. We're way over
Highly
500 downloads.
$9.99 a month.
That's right.
Are you giving the people $9.99 a month? That feels like the correct deal here.
That would be paying for my sins, I suppose.
No.
What about you,
No deal
Colin?
has happened. I'm doing
Do
pretty
you-
good,
Can you announce the fact that you are less round?
I am slightly less round. I am 8 pounds less round.
This is where you insert the clapping and the applause.
Oh, thank you. There's only 8 pounds. You got a long way to go. Job's not finished. Oh, no, stop, please.
Yeah.
So fucking loud.
That's aggressive.
Someone
It
just
is
in the mic
aggressive.
going, awesome, awesome.
They're trying to one-up your boo.
Exactly.
You ever seen those videos on Instagram that's like, I'm assuming it's the end of a Mario Kart thing, and it's like Wario gets second, and it says me and someone's daughter in the other room, and it's Wario going, "Eh." You ever seen that? No? That's what I was
No.
just reminded of. Okay, well, I'll send you guys that out next time I see it, because I see it like once a month. Okay. Well, since you guys are boring as hell, per usual, don't know why I do a podcast with two boring we'll get right into it. This is going to be
We
another
got our
Cullen reading podcast.
academic hats on. All right.
Someone
You're not
has
even
to.
wearing a
dive
hat.
deep in. We're gonna.
And
We're
Caden's
gonna
is
die.
camo. If that's academic, I don't want to live.
You can't even see it. He's just nothing but a patch of hair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From user, I'm not going to even try to say it, on r/advice. The title, stupid, but I have a problem with the seagull at work. I'm a line cook. I go smoke by the dumpsters a few times a day. We get seagulls in our parking lot. It's a well-known restaurant. It's busy, and our tourists are sloppy with their fries. I also suspect the tourists are feeding the seagulls because it's cute, even though it's very against the rules. Regardless, the gulls do not fear man or God. They are used to people. A few weeks back, one of the gulls swooped down and took my cig. I think he thought it was a french fry. I giggled and went about my day. However, it's happened a few times since. I know it's the same guy because he has a dark spot on his chest. I call him the Pestilence. I'm concerned he is now addicted to nicotine. He's by the dumpsters at the same time as my breaks every single day. This is obviously not good for him, and I'm getting mad about him bumming off me because smoking is expensive. Do I try to quit smoking? I'll make noise and try to appear large to scare him off, but the Pestilence is hip to my tricks. Have work cracked down on tourists feeding the gulls? What do I do? Are there sonar weapons such as a dog whistle type of thing that I could employ? Sorry, this is fucking stupid. I'm being bullied by a seagull. He also stole a $10 bill from my coworker. It's very rural, so we don't have animal rescues, and animal control just laughed when we called. Any advice welcome, and yes, I am serious. He sucks, but I care about wildlife, and he's probably too young to be smoking.
That's it?
That's it.
Dude,
Okay.
listen, I would fucking smoke that thing out there with a broomstick or something. If that thing swooped down at me, even my hand, I'd snatch that thing out of the freaking air and snap its neck. God. Straight to God. Oh, yeah. It's just a bird. I'd be damned if I get bullied by a damn seagull. You put like packing peanuts on the ground, like, oh yeah, bait him in. You're just sitting there with a 2x4 or a broomstick, he just gone. Straight to God. That's what you should do. That's my advice.
I'm 100% happy that he is the first one that went straight to violence in the advice section of this
just
episode.
A bird. It's not like there's a homeless
love
man,
that.
Stealing your food. It's a bird.
Listen, any listener knows how you feel about homeless people and violence. But there's only one person I know of that has any experience with any winged flight or not animal, and that's your girlfriend, Cullen. Didn't she go into the octagon against a goose?
Yes.
Maybe she needs to be on here. Pass down some advice. Someone who's gone
Exactly.
before.
That is the known goose escaper.
That's right.
How did you escape the goose?
I would at least a rape whistle. I mean, that can't hurt.
I don't think that's gonna do anything.
I mean, at least it'll send help.
Do
Or
you think
it'll send for help.
Do you think the seagull he's real serious about consent? Is that what you're saying? He's like, no. No, he's like, you had just said no, I wouldn't have taken all those cigarettes.
We worked at a food facility, and they had a .22 rifle on deck for varmint. So, I mean, it's not unheard of.
Listen, just picture your girlfriend running down the road, being chased by a goose, just blaring a whistle. Like she's just full sprinting. This goose is she's just sprinting down the road, blowing a whistle. People, I don't think anybody would be like, oh, I should go help that person. They'd be like, what the hell is that person doing?
Yes. That would just be watching. That's all
like
that would be.
That person needs help.
Yep. But it ain't going to be
psychiatric help.
No, I think my first thought would be that goose does not fear man or God.
That's fair. That's fair. I honestly,
it's a goose. You don't do it. You just don't do it. It's not a risk worth taking.
Coward.
The only thing more scary than an ostrich in a tap-out shirt is a goose in a tap-out shirt. You're fucking. You don't even stand a chance. You're within 3 square miles of that. It's over.
With a nicotine addiction.
Good one, Dan.
Yes.
My solution to this was I was gonna say just start giving him like 5 cigarettes at a time. Like give him cancer, he'll die.
That is the longest, most drawn out way to solve this problem.
Yeah,
I mean, damn. At least Caden had a same day solution.
Listen,
same moment situation.
Yeah.
I just like to think of mine as like a crappy Adam Sandler movie where like he befriends the goose, and they just start smoking all together all the time, and then the goose gets sick, and like he's got to take care of him in the hospital, and it's real cinematic and sad, and then the goose dies, and it's just real sad. It's like one of those that episode of South Park where it's Rob Schneider the whole time. Rob Schneider is a stapler. It's like one of those movies, but it's fucking Adam Sandler in a seagull. Maybe it should be Rob Schneider.
Or just, crumble up some Alka-Seltzer and toss it out there for them. And when they go drink something, they explode.
That's fucked up.
Why?
Rank these answers by most fucked up. Beat him with a 2x4, give him cancer, and explode him with Alka-Seltzer. Go.
I think they're all viable solutions.
Yeah.
That's not what I asked. I asked which
Viable
one's the most
and
fucked
ethical.
up.
None of them.
Ethical's definitely not it. None of those are ethical.
What do you mean?
What you do is you put one cigarette in a cage, and then there you go. Problem solved. And everyone's just really confused. You end up catching a bunch of angsty teens first, but eventually you do get the seagull. Bunch of teens that really wanted to piss off their mom just keep getting trapped in your cage.
All you do is just
So that's our final
throw fake
answer:
food
is kill
out.
the fucking goose or seagull.
the problem with my plan is because if you throw food out or fake food, you're just gonna bring like all the seagulls. So
That's true.
we were in Florida.
Yeah, you're not even guaranteed to get that one.
In like May, we were laying on the beach, and there was a bird. I'm like, I'm gonna throw a chip. I threw a chip, and it flew away. And then there were 4 birds. I threw them more chips, and then there ended up being like 30 little birds. Like, hey, we want chips. I was like, go away, yous.
I've made a grave mistake.
Because Caitlin is
I don't have
super
enough.
afraid of birds for some reason.
They're winged demons.
All right.
All right, I got another one. They're not all stupid like that. I think it's been a while since I read these, so I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think they're all stupid like that. All right, this one from user Walt Mco. I reported my brother for dogfighting. He bragged about it one night after drinking with his buddies. They had a bunch of poor dogs they cruelly tortured and forced to fight. I was able to get more information about it by pretending to be interested and reported them to the police. Now our parents are calling me a traitor and saying they'll never talk to me again. I don't regret my decision and am prepared to never speak to them again, but it still hurts. How do I get rid of the pain? This guy did the right thing. I'm just going to say it.
It's pretty heckin' simple, I'd say.
Well, then say it.
No pain.
You got somebody-
Like, there's a couple ways to get rid of all your pain.
Well, we're never getting monetized because Caden's got to go straight to murder.
I didn't say
Straight
anything.
to
Self-murder.
If
What a fucked up mind you have, Kellen. I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you're right.
Who calls it
You weren't
that?
going that way at all.
You murdered yourself.
You self-murder. You're going
Dan's
to
like,
heck.
this guy's a loser. He cares about his family.
No. No.
Dork.
If we're being realistic. And Jesus, I don't get me wrong. I get that people can have different feelings and different, emotional responses to being cut off or ties being cut from close family. But it's not, I think it's made a lot easier in really bad situations like this. I mean, you're worried about maintaining a close connection with somebody who doesn't care. Not only do they not care about the welfare of innocent animals, but they actively, torture them and hurt them and for amusement because, I don't know, they're pathetic. And not only, you've got that cockroach of, what was his brother or something?
Yes.
Which, he'll find his eventually. But so you do the right thing, you report him, and it doesn't matter what you do. If you do the right thing, you're going to make somebody mad because a lot of people just can't handle doing the right thing. And it's not a self-righteous thing. It's just the hard thing is usually the right thing. And then you've got your family coming out of the woodwork saying, you're cut off. If that's real, why the hell would you want them in your life? What positive influence could they possibly have in your life?
Exactly.
Like, there's loyalty, because of there's earned and honest loyalty because of there's earned and honest loyalty, and then there's just foolish, simple, stupid obedience, and that is what that is. It's my son can do no wrong. Like, can you imagine if like Jeffrey Dahmer's dad was like, my son can do no wrong? Like, he absolutely did. You can have love for somebody and still realize the fact that they're a piece of shit. But you know, if I were you, I don't know why the hell you would want their approval or their connection. I mean, God forbid you have kids and they condone that kind of behavior. What the hell are they going to pass down in the secrecy of their own home?
Exactly.
Yeah, they're just people that doesn't matter what connections or what history you have with them. The worst parts of people find their way to the surface eventually, and you have to decide what to do with that.
My thing.
That's
with
why
this
me
was
and Cullen
more,
aren't friends anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I hate Nan. My thing with this was more like I understand the brother being like, "Oh, I'm gonna cut you off. You told on me." Like, okay, whatever. Like the parents being like, "No, your brother who's murdering dogs is in the right here, bruh.
Yeah.
Okay, you
That's
gotta
the
not
part.
be such a little tattletale bitch. Okay, like no.
We look
Like,
out
what
for
are
our
you,
own.
that just tells me that you were like probably the black sheep child anyway, for them to be sticking up for them.
What
or
in
they're
the
just
trailer
like,
part?
either that or just like dog fighting's the family business and they're like really mad. Like, hey, try and make some money out here so we can
My
get a double
grandpappy
wide.
came to this country with one goal in mind: have dog fights.
Damn grandpappy.
Yeah.
Damn grandpappy and his crazy ambitions.
And his crazy ambitions.
Well, I guess
I
to answer
think-
the question, how to get rid of the pain, I guess the only thing you could do is go see a counselor or some sort of therapy.
Or you can go to Cabela's and buy yourself a 9mm and put her to use. Is that what you
That
want to
too.
hear, you booing fucker? No, I was just trying to channel Caden's earlier energy. I love it.
Yeah, you didn't like my answers to the first question. Now I'm trying
No,
to
it
give
was
like a
too
serious
sincere. You're
answer.
like, go to therapy, brother. It's fine. Like, listen, Cullen, calm down.
Well, no,
Tell
like,
everyone go to therapy.
well, just think about it, right? Your
No,
parents
I
cut you
agree,
off
but that's not
for-
what we're looking for.
what? Okay, so what do you suggest then?
Alcohol,
Okay,
meth. I just think I think most of these things, the answer to most of these things is like time.
No. The answer, obviously, the winner here is this person needs to go out and start his own competitive dogfighting ring and take all their goddamn business. That's the only way to put it to him, all right? Look what I made of myself, Ma. That's what he needs to do.
That is not what he needs to do. That's also a good movie. I mean, it's kind of a shitty one, but maybe they could do it. Maybe they could do like a different business. Like it's not dog fighting. It's meth. That'd be a good movie. We should do that. Meth
Sounds
Wars
like a-
1.
or sounds
Paul
like
versus
a
Paul.
like a new Mafia game. Like I don't know what the newest Mafia is, but it's Mafia 4, Mafia 5. My family wronged me. I'm stealing all their business now. Start my own thing.
He's got to do it differently by like doing it with Chihuahuas though, only. Just like 10 Taco Bell dogs.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Get this right here. You heard it right here this day, 11:45 p.m. on the 24th of July, 2023. Pit bulls versus that's what it's going to be.
That'll heal your pain right up, brother.
Yes. Listen. You get some,
What in the fucking Kentucky fuck are you talking about?
listen, you get some, small people, whatever you want to call them. I want to be
Oh, now you're
politically
PC.
correct.
Got it.
Yeah, PC, bro. Anyway, train them in mixed martial arts. You put them in the ring. an octagon or a ring with like a 120-pound just unit of a fucking dog, right? And let him go at it. Yeah.
You need to repent.
Or you give them like knight's armor and a broadsword.
Send him in with a claymore
Well, how
he
does it
can't
keep
even
getting
lift.
worse?
That's just like a human versus a bear at that point. It's kind of.
Sounds like a really low budget 2003 film. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, I'd pay to watch it.
Of course you would. We all know
Brought to you
would.
by Mel
As long as there's some
Gibson.
homeless people in it too.
My Mel Gibson. Oh man.
All right.
What's the next question, sir?
From user low importance 3389. My boyfriend peed on me in front of his parents. I'm on my family vacation with my boyfriend and his family. No, my relationship with my boyfriend is already on the rocks. It's the third day of the trip, and the family decided to rent a 4-person catamaran. We get on the catamaran at 1 p.m. for a quick ride, me, my boyfriend's mom, and dad. My boyfriend took his penis out of his swimming trunks and began urinating on my leg in front of his parents because he thought it was funny. No, we've never done this before. His parents flat out laughed in my face along with him. I was a joke to them. I enter fight or flight mode while on the catamaran in the middle of the ocean. We get to shore, and I storm off, and I told my boyfriend I wanted to drown myself in the ocean because of what he had just done to me. I'm stuck here for a few days and don't have any money to go home, so I have to stick this out. What do I do? How can I cope? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
What's a catamaran? These
I
are
have
all
no
questions
idea.
that need to be answered.
Probably some sort of boat, maybe? Sort of raft or something.
A catamaran is a multi-hulled watercraft featuring 2 parallel hulls of equal size. Looks like a fancy sailboat. It's still weird to just piss on a boat out in the open, even if it wasn't on someone's leg. But that's fucked up. What would you do? That's the question.
Oh,
on
well,
this.
hold on. If you had to piss out in the middle of the ocean, you'd hold it till you got back to shore.
Well, you're on a sailboat that's like looks like it's pretty sizable. I'd imagine there's a bathroom on it, but
Yeah,
I
there
wouldn't
wasn't.
pee on someone. No, I also wouldn't
Oh,
pee
no,
in front of a
that's
bunch
what
of
I'm
people if I
saying.
had to pee that bad. Like I'd pee in the ocean, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'd
Just
be
wanted
like,
to
I'm
make
gonna go to
sure.
the back corner or something. If there wasn't a bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit up in the crow's nest and just piss.
Piss on their heads.
Like, is it raining? See if it
Jesus Christ.
just yellow golden shower from above.
Oh my god. I think you just you just go home. Basically, you just like find a way to get home, or if you can't, I don't know. If you can't get home, that's a rough situation. Just be like,
Yeah, no shit.
because I think I'd just be like, I'm done with you. This is there's like, I don't know. There's things that are acceptable that you might be mad about for a while. I feel like this is one of those things where you're like, okay, this is like a huge red flag that you would embarrass me like this in front of your parents when I can't
And-
even leave.
And for them, they'll be like, ha 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 ha, so funny. Like it's kind of fucked up.
You're never watching our grandchildren. Never.
I would say she ought to get revenge.
Shit on him.
Just right, yeah, that's where I was going too. While he's sleeping, just lay a fat old chocolate hot dog right on his chest. Go, ha ha ha! Look, it's so funny.
Fucking tell his parents you're about to do it so they can burst in the door.
Walk in there. Hey, I'm gonna go shit on your son's chest. What? They walk in here.
Not
She
sexually.
just just squeezing one out around top of his fucking head. You got to. I would do that. If I was in that position.
You got to. It's your only play here.
it's the only option you got.
Jesus Christ.
Like, wouldn't you want some sort of like revenge? You know, I would. You're pissing his
Dan,
mouth while he's sleeping.
you've been suspiciously quiet.
He's plotting.
He's got like a fucking, what's it called? Ah, crap. Those really complex machines that do like menial tasks. That's what he's like trying to think of one in his head that can get revenge on this man through a series of pulleys and rope and marbles and dominoes and one single Hot Wheels.
That's just extremely disrespectful. If the relationship's on the rocks, regardless, both parties know about it. It's not like, one knows and one doesn't. If that's how you're explaining it. And then to basically isolate them and then to piss on them, which is disrespectful in and of itself, but to do it in front of other people, let alone your parents, and let alone the fact that they also thought it was funny, which tells me that Chet was raised wrong and is also a fucking douchebag. But the fact that she didn't, and it's not her fault, because, or him, whoever the fuck, I don't know who you are or what you are, but the fact that you did not send Chet's fucking nuts straight into the fucking back of his skull through his abdomen with an uppercut from the lowest levels of fucking hell. That's what you should do. You should hurt him. Make it to where this fucking cardigan wearing piece of shit chokes on his own fucking bile because you knocked his tiny fucking pebbles up into his head so fucking hard it caused him to have a fucking aneurysm. And then you can also go over there and bitch smack Karen for raising such a whiny ass little brat. And I mean,
Aaron
for the
and
dad, Dale, yeah, for Dale, you just, I mean, I don't know what you do to Dale. I guess somebody like that. I mean, he's probably older and frail. Kick him into the ocean and watch him flail until he sinks and stops bubbling, and be done with it. I mean, a family like that, they all need, just pop a hole in the boat and get your floaties and go. Sharks
in the
will
middle
find
of the
them.
ocean.
Do it. She's got floaties. What do you call those? Oh,
Yeah,
the
water
preserver?
wings.
Water wings. Get your water wings and go to freedom.
Jesus. All right, now that we've got the psychopath point of view from Dan,
I hate
yeah,
that.
you just wait it out. I think that's I thought honestly like full real advice would be just wait it out and go home
Yeah,
and never talk to
obviously.
him again.
That's yeah. Well, that, but I mean,
If you
can
can't
take it
leave.
another. If they felt, you gotta wait it out regardless, especially if it's your only way back. But if we're being realistic, it depends on how you feel about it. I mean, if he's just being a general piece of shit, then ruin his fucking life once you get back. You know, Chet's probably in college, so go ahead and spread the news. Let people know how he treats women, especially nowadays. That motherfucker's gonna be canceled and kicked out of school. But yeah.
Get
Like,
him
you could
canceled. Jesus.
do it. Fuck him. If you're that goddamn
Start a
disgusting as a
Facebook
human
page.
being, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like up here like, I cancel people, because I've definitely said some shit that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
But,
in the last 4 minutes.
Well, I mean, oh well. But yeah, it depends on how you handle it. Like, just not talking to them ever again. I don't know. From a different perspective, like, God, if only this person could like channel the energy of like Ronda Rousey or something in that moment. That'd be amazing. We need more people getting their ass beat when they do stupid shit for lulz.
Yes.
So, the top reply to that one was cool, and I'm just gonna read it because it's cool. It says, get on Facebook and look up host a sister. Someone will hopefully be able to host you in a safe space while you deal with getting back home. It's like, that's cool that that's a thing.
It's a good idea.
See, that's a realistic reply, not our dumb shit.
Oh, no. Yeah, we're not here to give real advice, probably.
Yeah, we are. Are you fucking kidding me?
You
Drown
can-
his dad.
Is that something you could do on Facebook though? Like,
Yeah, that's real. That was a real reply. With like a
That is
gazillion
awesome.
upvotes.
Do
All
they have
right.
a dog?
I don't know. Why
Give it
is
to the
that important?
Because you can give a family dog to the first guy. He's starting a business.
I hate you.
mm-hmm. Oh,
Why
yeah.
are you this way? No one wants this. All right. This one's a little longer. From user legitimately fly 3781. I was given an ultimatum. it is what it sounds like. So basically, me, 24 female, and my boyfriend, 27 male, have talked about marriage. We have a 19-month-old baby together, and live together. We have been together for 3 years. That's way too many togethers. I'm going on a birthday trip with my friends, 3 girls, 2 guys. We leave on Thursday. My boyfriend tells me he is going to ask me to not go on the trip. I ask why, and he says he has a bad feeling. Now, after he elaborated, he was saying our relationship isn't in a good spot for me to be going on vacation. This vacation has been in the works since January, 6 months. So now, he says, do you want me to tell you what happens if you go and if you don't go? Sure, why not? He says if you go on this trip, I will not marry you. If you go on this trip, I will not marry you. If you do not go on this trip, I was going to propose. He wants to know that I will listen to him and that our relationship is more important. His words. Marriage means a lot to me, but I feel like this is a control thing, knowing I spent a lot of money and planning to be off work to go. Now, if this was when I first told him about the trip and he wanted to say this, then fine. However, it is 2 days before the trip. I don't know what to think. What do you guys think? I must add, when we talked some more, he said he wants to know I will sacrifice for our relationship, so he purposely waited until the trip was coming up and asked me not to go.
Bullshit games.
Yeah,
It's just
controlling
that's
red flag.
Yeah, that's an insecure, childish person. Nothing good ever came from an ultimatum, especially one made out of a relationship. If he's holding marriage over your head, he's just less.
Yeah, get you a real man like Dan.
No,
He
just
has
get
a-
you
he
somebody
has a
that's
shirt
secure enough to be
with
like,
3
go,
wolves on it.
go. Yeah, that's true, and a rascal, scooter.
Rascal.
But no, get somebody that's like secure enough with themselves to be like, yeah, go fuck off, go do your thing, and we'll talk when you get back. Like, don't go or I won't marry you.
Because they were gonna go on vacation together.
Hold on.
Like it wasn't.
So the
They were
boyfriend's
going on
not
vacation
going?
together. No, they're going. The boyfriend's going and the girlfriend's going, but the boyfriend asked her not to go because he wants to know she'll sacrifice for their
Childish.
relationship.
Yeah.
Childish.
Yeah,
games.
it's weird. Well, either that or he just wanted to cheat.
That
And like, you know what? There are gonna be a lot of women in this place that
or-
we're going on vacation.
maybe he's got titties and he's afraid of being in the pool with a bunch of other women and some other guys. Yeah, again, it doesn't matter. It all ends with being severely insecure and being that's just sad. Like, I don't know. It's like Caden said, it's just controlling. It's manipulative, and you're holding something big and you're playing games with it. You're holding marriage and proposal up as an ultimatum, as this, do this for that, quid pro quo. And then you're spicing it up by saying you want to know that you'll sacrifice. Well, I mean, if she's with somebody as pathetic as you, I'm imagining that's quite a sacrifice. Her parents can't be too goddamn proud about that. People, and the fact they have kids, that sucks too. Like, people are so
The
weak
real
in
advice
their
here
own.
is that Dan is too harsh. Because
I'm sorry. Get him some
People-
water wings and tell him it's going to be okay.
people
I want
have
water wings.
flaws. That's the thing. Like if everyone just dumped everyone that like every flaw that happened, then a lot of people wouldn't be together. That
No.
like end up being happy together. So it's just only the person in the relationship can know what to do. But
Cle-
I don't know.
Cleaning
That's
up
what I'm saying.
your-
If you're on, if everything's been funkin',
Pop.
heckin' hunky dory before this, like, okay, then it's just like one problem. You already have a kid together, and they've probably been together for a while if they have a 20-month-old kid. So
Said
It's
they're
a
together for 3
major
years.
problem.
talk to him.
It's a major
Could just
one.
be. Could just
That's
be
a
like,
that's a severe, like, communication red flag. That's a severe, like, because if he's playing a game like that, he purposely waited. That's gonna come up again, and he's gonna do it in like key pivotal moments. It's gonna be when she's trying to do something with her career. He's trying to do something with his career. It's gonna be he's gonna save these stupid ass games for these big moments. I guarantee it. It's just the type of shit. I don't know. It's a huge red flag. It's not even just a red flag. It's not the same as cleaning up somebody's toenail clippings. Like, that's another thing too. There are levels to this shit. There are grades to flaws. Yeah, okay, so you don't put the laundry or you don't separate it or what? You don't
It's
put
not
the
a flaw.
seat down, whatever. It's not a flaw.
What you're describing is not a flaw. Those things,
No, I'm just saying,
toenail
like,
clippings on the floor is not a flaw.
it's a flaw. The first time
I
you
don't
lose a toe.
As a dude myself with a big dumb dude brain, sometimes
Who
you play out
sucks.
things in your head and they make more sense in your head, and then you do them and they don't work how you wanted them to work. So like, I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he has to be some supreme douchebag narcissist fuck. Like, he might be. It's probable that he is, but if you know the person, you're like, he doesn't really like, he's never done anything else to leave me that way. Maybe he's just a big dumb dude who's like, this is gonna be so romantic when she doesn't go, and then I don't know. I can't pretend to know this dude's master plan.
I get it. But,
Maybe he doesn't want to go. Maybe that's just
but
the
then
whole
he
thing
should
to be
stay
like,
home.
He's just trying
Exactly.
to be like, wait,
Well,
I don't
see-
want to go either.
when he read it, like I thought he wasn't going. So like
Yeah.
him being like that made more sense. I mean, it's still fucking crazy, but like if he wasn't going, that would make more sense. But he's going, so like it doesn't make any sense at all. So he's
Right.
stupid and fucking crazy.
It's just, I don't know, man.
Perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. He probably the most likely solution is you should dump him.
Well,
Second most likely is, I don't know. I'm not in the relationship, so I don't know the intricacies.
Oh my God, is that going to be your caveat for every damn thing? If
Caveat. Ew.
my thing is this. Well, I can't say per se because I'm not in your
Just saying,
flesh
you
and
want
I'm
real
living
advice.
your life, but you should
want
do
real
this
advice.
or could do this. Well, real advice would
You
be
could
if the dude.
pronounce. You could say
If-
caveat. You could say that. That's
Shit.
that's a thing you could do.
Whatever.
That's my advice, is learn how to say caveat.
understand it all the way.
Like, I mean, it's just simple. Like, do
Trying
what
to give real
just-
advice here, trying
Well-
to help this lady out. Be like, listen, I need more information.
It doesn't sound like it doesn't. Now, see, here's the thing: we're over romanticizing this, and we're also adding to it. That's one thing we definitely shouldn't do. If you just
Yeah.
take,
Fucking Chet in his goddamn sweater,
if you take,
telling me not
the-
to go
yeah,
on vacation so he can piss on me.
That's right. Well, no, he
And
pisses
his
on
brother's
you.
a dog fighter. And I'm just
It's
really
true.
mad about it.
And his dad gets
crazy.
his cigarettes stolen by a seagull.
Dear God.
These people have a damn
Never
life, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, just I don't know. Like if he was like, hey, we should have a talk or whatever, and he was like, hey, I don't feel like you should, like we should go, this and that, but he's not. I don't know. He's saying, hey, we should talk. If you go, we're done.
Okay, so
You
I might have
stay,
fucked
I'll
this
marry you. Which is,
up. I fucked
like
this
a-
up.
how'd you fuck it up?
All right, I'm just gonna read. I was just rereading the first part again. I am going on a birthday trip with my friends. 3 girls, 2 guys. So he's not going. He's asking her not to go on a
Okay.
trip with her friends, which actually kind of makes it worse in my mind, but it does make more sense now.
That's why I said, like, if he was going, it doesn't
Yeah, that
make
makes
sense.
sense.
But he's not going, it makes sense. But he shouldn't have waited till last minute, like, hey, ultimatum.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable with it, you gotta.
It should have been like a hey, we're talking about going on this thing in 6 months. He's like, hey, I don't really know. I'm not really comfortable with you going with two guys. That makes sense, but not be like, I've known about this for 6 months. Ultimatum: either go and I'm gone, or if you stay, I'll marry you. Like that's like, what the hell?
Yep, the real answer here is to always be honest. For the first time, not the third time, because it saves you in the long run.
Yes.
Whether like if he was honest from the beginning and they broke up, eventually he'd be like, well, I was me the whole time, and it just wasn't meant to be. It's fine. But since you're a little fucking douchebag, and then you do shit like this, you're like, well, I wonder if I had just been honest the whole time, if we would have been okay.
This is
Or she
coming from a
wouldn't
deep
have gone
place,
anyway.
isn't it, Cullen?
Yes, very. Like all the way down, like straight from hell. Satan came up here, jumped on my shoulder, and he said, say this. I was like, all right, Satan.
Maybe. Well, never mind. I don't want to add to it. We don't know. I'll say like maybe she told him like 6 months ago, "Hey, I'm going on a trip with my friends," and then now it's like, "Hey, I'm going with my friends, and 2 other guys are going too." Then it'd be like, "Whoa," but still, ultimatum doesn't make sense though.
Yeah, trust is a son of a bitch.
Yes, it is.
Because you can trust people all the way to fucking. You can think you trust people, but then they're like, "Well, I'm going on a trip with 2 dudes," and you're like, "But they're dudes." Yep.
They're
crazy.
just my
Anyway,
friends.
so this dude sucks. That's the answer. He should have been honest from the beginning. You're welcome.
Yes.
All right, next one.
Well, I don't think the advice was for him. I think it was for her. Like, what should she do?
What should she do? Get a better boyfriend. You're welcome. All right, this one's not as long.
Yeah.
My best friend flew halfway across the country to visit my boyfriend alone. Is it weird? They are both friends and both say that they don't have feelings for each other, but the situation still doesn't rub me the right way. My friend didn't ask or tell me before she booked the tickets or anything, and neither did my boyfriend. They will also be sleeping in the same tent together and drinking together. He's also warned her that he is a very physically affectionate drunk, but I have never seen him drunk. He's also felt more distant lately. This
Oh,
guy's cheating. There's
oh,
so many
shit.
dirty red flags in this. It's not even
Yeah.
funny.
Red flags flying. That's like
Even
you
if
walking down
they're-
the street and someone's like, "Hey, hey," someone's telling you. You're like, "Nuh-uh." It's like on South Park where they're walking through the garden. The Cartman's taking the guys through the garden, and then the old guy's like, "Hey, he's lying." He's like, "Shut up, old man." He's like, "Hey, that's the same thing he told the other guy. He betrayed him." He's like, "Shut the fuck up, dude. Get the fuck out of my
Yep.
garden, kid." But yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much all it is. People don't pick up red flags.
People don't have to like implicitly say that they don't have feelings for each other if they don't have feelings for each other. Fuck. Is it
Okay,
okay?
we're good.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, I'm gonna put a clip. Anyway, what'd you guys hear?
You don't have to
I-
please at least say,
Oh, I said
Just-
people. Yeah, people. If two people don't have feelings for each other, they don't have to implicitly be like, "Oh, we don't have feelings for each other." Like, no. If you don't, then no one's ever been like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Red flag.
you don't
Not
have
telling
to
each oth-
actually.
Not telling is like the biggest thing, I guess, probably.
That's like, even if they don't do anything, there's such a blatant disrespect
weird.
for clear and obvious boundaries that it's just wrong. Like,
Yeah,
that's the big thing. Like, what you said earlier about trust thing. Like, trust everybody completely initially. Usually, it's your